Monty Python's Boston.
Yeah, I've only ever seen like 2 films though.
You need to see the Holy Grail.
I've seen The Holy Grail. That's one of them. And then I've watched Life of Brian. That's it.
Fair enough.
That alien bit in Life of Brian though.
Yeah, it's meant to be like an absolute middle finger to the Catholic belief.
Do you think?
No, that's...
Because all I thought was, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, that was that, but that's like the whole idea of they're basing the story on... They're taking the piss out of the whole...
piss out of Jesus Christ and all this.
Yeah, so like, the fact that there's aliens there, it's like, well, fuck you, Catholics.
Hello. And welcome to Max Level Games. How it is, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this week's installment of the Max Level Games podcast. It is our 10th episode, 10 weeks of doing this
and we
podcast.
haven't killed each other yet?
No, we haven't. Yet.
Wow.
Speaking of we, though, I am your host, James Walters, alongside the man, the myth, and the leg's end, Liam Malkin.
Thank you, sir.
You know what the leg's end is? The foot.
Yes, it is.
Foot.
I have a foot.
For those of you who don't know, this is a weekly podcast where we sit here for about an hour or so. Usually,
probably a bit more.
Usually more. Probably more today, definitely.
Definitely going to be
We've got
more
a lot
today.
more today. And talk about games,
Absolute
comics,
bollocks
and films. All things and anything.
The male genitalia which hangs between the legs.
To be pickled.
Yes.
We'll tickle those pickles and
We
balls.
will tickle them pickles.
Stroke the shaft, tickle the pickles, balls, all these things. Worth mentioning, as you just probably figured out, this is a mature podcast.
Yes.
We are not the kind of people to sugarcoat things. You're likely to hear some choice language.
Usually French.
We don't sugarcoat it unless it's donuts.
No.
We like them sugar donuts.
No, I
Especially me. I love them. Love them.
I mean, I'm more of a glazed type of guy, but...
Of course you would be, you fucking slut.
I'm such a whore.
You are such a whore, Liam. Have you been playing any games this week?
I have.
Have
Not.
Which is fair, because as probably people know, it's pretty obvious by now, we have covered a lot of E3 this weekend. It's
yes.
Just, all the conferences were this weekend. It's still going on now, obviously the convention hall's open, everyone's playing games, the lucky bastards.
Next year.
Next year, at some point.
It will be us.
So yeah, we're not playing many games. But Liam, you and I have played a game together.
We've played a game together, but I also have been playing a separate game of its own.
Oh my god.
I know!
Shock horror.
I know!
Didn't tell me this beforehand. Go on, what are you
No,
playing?
I didn't. I didn't tell you because, unfortunately, I caved after 10 weeks and had to go back to playing my Fallout 4.
God, of course you did.
I couldn't help it.
You were doing so well.
I've got a
You had your
problem.
10-week pin and everything, Liam.
Okay,
We need to have another intervention on this.
No.
I get it. You like Fallout. You want the world to end. But come on.
I want the world to end and I want to be the only one that survives in a nuclear holocaust.
Fair enough.
I want to reproduce the world on my own. I don't know how
I was going to say, that's pretty scientifically impossible, but okay.
I will figure it out.
You'll figure it out, okay.
You know, if the feminists can do it, so can I.
God damn it. You've been playing more Fallout 4?
Yes, I've been playing a lot more Fallout 4.
Okay, anything new, or just work on more character stuff?
I'm building up more of my character stuff, but I did finally get a DLC for it.
Oh, really?
I got Nuka World.
Nuka World. Isn't that a theme park
Nuka
one?
World, yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It's a
How many
theme
DLCs
park.
are there, actually, for, like expansion-wise stories?
Expansion-wise, you've got Far Harbour and Nuka World.
Oh, is that it? I thought it was
Yeah.
3.
Not that I can think of.
No, well, to be fair, obviously, I don't know this. This is just what I thought happened, but okay. No, it's just 2. That's fair.
No, I think there's only
That's fair.
2.
How is Nuka World? What's it like?
Nuka World's boss.
Is it fun?
It's so much fun.
Do you get to ride the rides?
No.
Are they rideable? No.
No.
What's the point of it then?
The point
It's a
of...
theme park expansion where you can't ride the rides. What is the fucking point?
Because it's so much better when you actually play it.
Fair enough.
You have... Alright, when you go to Nuka World, you have factions. You have the overboss, which is the main guy that runs everything. Now, that's one of the first thing you do is you've got to run through a death gauntlet.
Okay. Intrigued.
Yes, it is. It's quite fun. And obviously, the more higher your character is, the better the easier it is to get through this gauntlet.
Yeah, that's standard
Yeah.
there, but yeah.
So, basically, that's the standard little fucking gauntlet. You gotta get through it.
Yeah, survive.
Get through.
You want to get to the theme park, you got to survive a death wall.
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. So you get through that, and then you've got to fight the overboss. Now, the overboss has never been beaten. Because he's in a big-ass power suit. Big-ass power armor suit, which is run by the actual electrical grid of the theme park itself.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so what I found quite really cool, though, is how you've got to defeat him.
Okay.
Now you can go in there, all guns blazing, nukes, missiles. Yeah, you're just gonna waste a shit ton of ammo doing that.
Of course.
It is doable.
Yeah, but you will waste a shit ton of ammo.
You are gonna waste a shit ton of ammo. What I thought was rather cool was when I spoke to an intercom and someone who works with the overboss like, I don't like this guy. We need to kill him. I left you something. So you go over, you find and it's a little water pistol.
Okay.
So basically, you've got to shoot him with the water pistol to overload the electrical circuit for his electricity to go down, for his power arm to be useless.
That's so fucking dumb but brilliant at the same time. 'Cause it's so obvious.
Yeah.
He's run electricity, douse him in water.
Yeah.
That's actually brilliant. That's actually genius.
But who the fuck would think I'm gonna go
No.
in here with a pistol, with
No
a
one.
water pistol?
That's what I mean. That's why that's genuinely shocking to hear, but also
Yeah.
quite taken aback by that.
But that's just basically the little intro of what Nuclear World is and stuff. To further collaborate on that, eventually you become the overboss.
Do you get the big power armor suit? Is someone going to come at you with a pistol?
No, you don't get the big armor suit.
Oh, that's a shame.
You realise the default in it and like, nah.
Pretty big default, really.
Yeah. Plus, you kind of mount it to just with one area. Remember, on the bumper cart, the way it's got the electrical grid on the top.
Mm-hmm.
That's a fighting arena, basically.
Fair enough.
So you kind of limit it to what you can do with it and stuff like that.
Okay.
But again, I digress. You finish that, you become the overboss, and you've got to try and reunite 3 factions of raiders.
Okay.
Now, anyone who's a Fallout fan will know raiders are a pain in the ass. They
sound like they are.
They're the chavs of the outward of the apocalypse.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunate the chavs still exist in the apocalypse. Really.
Yeah, unfortunately. These are just the chavs of the apocalypse.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh well.
But you got... I can't remember the actual names, but there's one where they're like quite assassin. They're quite like... They're elegant. They come from wealth and money and yes.
Okay.
And then you get the other ones that are a bit tapped in the head.
Okay.
I'm saying that for raiders as well. That's something.
Yeah.
So they're more like the assassins type of. They like getting in close. They like slitting your throat. They like watching you die, and they don't shy away from telling you this. And then you get another one which is basically all because Nuclear World's a theme park. It's got a zoo. So you've got like animal based ones that are just obsessed with animals and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're quite cool. I like them. They're the ones I like the most out of all of them.
Okay.
But yeah. But I've also been playing Resident Evil 6.
Yes, we've been playing Resident Evil 6.
Yes,
We streamed some of it as well, because we started the new campaign since I lost my old save.
Mm-hmm.
We just went for the Chris campaign this time.
Mm-hmm.
We went on easy mode, because we couldn't find ammo. And
then
we
as soon
still
as-
couldn't find ammo.
No, but then as soon as we started getting towards the end of it, we could find nothing but fucking ammo.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were having trouble of like, dude, do you need any ammo? I've got like too much and I can't pick
Too
up
much?
this.
Do you need some of this? I got no space left for any more ammo that I actually need.
Yeah.
It was ammo for guns that I wasn't touching.
Yeah.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
And we also will mention as well, we did stream it as well. We didn't know there was no microphone on though. So people will see the gameplay and us in the corner. We are talking, we just can't hear what we're saying.
Yeah.
Which is also good because we also took like a 5-minute break to get ice cream.
Ah, that was the nicest ice cream ever though.
Yeah, of course it was. It's fucking Mr. Whippy.
I haven't had
Yeah.
ice cream. Apart from that one ice cream, I don't think I had an ice cream
In
for
a
like
while.
4, maybe 5 years.
Fucking hell. Not
Yeah.
a single one at all.
No, but I like an ice cream off an ice cream man.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
You know
I was
what
going to say,
mean?
no ice cream in 5 years, man. What the fuck?
The fuck
That is
wrong with you, boy?
That sounds physically impossible.
No, like I've had, Aldi's own.
Oh, yeah. The cheaper stuff.
The stuff that your mum brings in that 3-gallon bucket that she got
You
for
laugh, though.
99p.
You laugh though, but the Asda's smart price is actually decent.
Yeah, it's nice.
It is, for cheap ass ice cream, it's decent ice cream.
It is decent ice cream.
But Resi 6 though, because like, this is, I like, Resi 6 is quite divisive really, isn't it? Apart from amongst Resident Evil fans.
You either love it or hate it.
Yeah, I hate it.
I'm.
In fact, you know what? No, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even hate it a little bit.
I
I get why people hate it. But I don't.
I enjoy it.
Yeah,
I don't hate it. I don't love it. I enjoy it.
I like how it plays.
Yes.
It feels like, because I've been playing so much of Resident Evil 4, I feel like the mechanics they've put in like 4, 5, and 6. 6 is where it's really hit its stride.
Yeah.
Which is exactly why Resident Evil 2 has got my attention when that comes out
I
next
can't
year.
wait for it.
I know, because it looks like there's 6 mechanics with Resi 2.
No, I think they're gonna finally get it perfect, aren't they, with this one?
Yeah.
It's like, it's the perfect blend of horror,
Mm-hmm.
but you've got that action angle.
Are we talking about 2 or 6?
2.
2. Okay. I was gonna say 6. There's pretty much no horror in 6.
There's no horror in 6.
No, there
at
isn't.
all. It's a basic.
But I feel like that's why people don't like 4, 5, and 6 though. Is because the horror has been toned down a lot.
Yeah.
And you've had a co-op and like.
I like co-op though.
I know I like co-op, but feasibly, could you picture? Think about all the big horror games though.
Yeah.
And think how many have had co-op.
Yeah, the whole idea for a horror game, though, isn't it, is to isolate you, is to make you feel as vulnerable as possible.
Yeah, so having co-op
So
is a bit
having
like...
someone next to you, like... It's like, for instance, we've both worked at Farm again.
Yeah, of course.
And the whole... We know from being through scaring people...
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to be alone.
No, they don't.
They want to be in a big group. They want to feel protected. They feel safer in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
So even if it's just that one person with you, you instantly feel less scared.
Yeah, which is... But that's probably why people don't like 5 and 6 so much.
Yeah, that's what I'm
because there's
saying.
no... You're not on your own.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you play on your own, that's different.
But you've still
got the AI partner. And for the most part, the AI in those games is fucking dumb.
I think the only real one, Ada, where she plays on her own, isn't it?
No?
Ada.
Well, no, actually, so yes.
Ada plays
does,
on her own if
you play on your own, yeah, the Ada campaign is entirely solo. But if you do have a co-op, if you have a friend with you to play couch co-op or online co-op, then a random mercenary appears. I think it's called Herc or something like that. I don't know. But that's Resi 6 anyway. I've been playing, as I say, Resi 4. I'm getting further into it. I swear I'm nearly finished with it, actually, because plot-wise, where I'm up to, I've just gone to some big island, defeated Salvador. No, you keep saying no. You keep shaking your head at me, but the trophies say otherwise. I've only got 2 more boss fights to beat, and that's it.
Yeah, but it's trying to get to them boss fights.
Okay, well, I'll get it finished by next week. You.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, definitely, and I'll probably. You know what? I'm gonna keep with this fucking Resi train. I'm gonna complete 5 next after this.
Oh, probably.
Because it'd be an easy one to fart out, I reckon.
We should go co-op on 5.
Fucking hell.
Come on.
God damn it.
Everyone loves co-op on Resi games.
Oh my god. But I feel like I'm far enough into 4 now that I could give a sort of opinion on like if I'd finished it, and I can actually see now why people say it's the best Resi game.
Yeah, it is.
Apart from 7, of the rest of the original like 6, should we say?
Yeah.
Or it's like I don't know. It's weird because like the first 3 games on the PS3 with PS1 with their own sort of
their own little genre, their own little thing.
Their own little way of doing things. Then 4, 5, and 6 with their own sort of way of doing things, the over shoulder side, and then 7's the first person side of things. I think of that middle trilogy of Resi games, people say it's the best. I can see why.
Yeah.
Because as we were just saying, there's no co-op. You're on your own entirely, so it definitely adds to like.
I mean, you've got Ashley, but you know.
She's not co-op.
No,
she's an escort.
I'm not saying she's a co-op, but you know, she's more of a fucking hindrance than anything else.
Yeah. I've only on my save file. I've only lost twice because of her, and once because I shot her by accident.
I mean, I would have shot her on purpose if it was real life, just to be like, Mr. President, we fucked up.
But yeah, you know how she can somehow hide in like bins and stuff.
Yeah.
I find the bin near the edge of the map and say, "You stay here for the next 4 to fucking 8 hours. Stay here. Here's some fucking snacks. Here's some real material. Stay here.
Here's an iPod. Just shut up."
I'm gonna put a fat boulder on top of it so no one can get in.
Yeah, but what if Chris goes evil?
Fuck's sake. Fucking Chris. Yeah, we said that, didn't we, when we were playing when we were playing bits before. Chris punches the boulders and moves them out of the way. Leon's just like explosions. Here's some dynamite stick in the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then if Kratos hits the rock is just like, nope, I'm done. I'm moving.
No, Kratos turns up and goes, move. Yes.
Okie dokie.
I didn't like this spot anyway.
Nah, it's so uncomfortable anymore. But yeah, I like it. I think it is. Apart from 7, because I love 7.
Yeah.
Of those 3 games, 4, 5, and 6, 4 is my favourite so far.
I'm trying to think, how do you reckon they're going to go with the rest of the genres?
Me number 8.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fools not to stick to the first person. I think the formula, I think the mechanics they set up in 7, and they harken back to like the original game. You only have a limited inventory space.
Yeah.
And you have to find items to get to different, like, it's sort of backtracky in the way that you find a door you can't open until you find an item later in the game, then you go back to that door.
Yeah.
I feel like that way of doing the game is pretty spot on. It's spot on. The only thing, I just need to add to the story or take it to a new direction story-wise.
Yeah.
For number 8, when that happens. They always said they're making it.
See, I like the whole idea of the Baker family in general.
Yeah, but they're dead now.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, like, the idea of... It wasn't like hordes and hordes and hordes and hordes and hordes and hordes of zombies.
No.
It was this really fucked up family that just
they were
wouldn't die.
They were like the mafia bosses, and the molder that you fought in the game was like the foot soldiers.
Yeah.
So,
you know, I
so you think 8 should follow that same formula?
should
Sort of.
to a degree, yeah and no. I'm thinking more, given a nice little blend of maybe something like Outlast.
You keep saying Outcast.
Actually, it's the band.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Outlast, and then with the whole idea of Resi as well. Does that make sense?
Outlast with guns.
Outlast with guns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Go to some sort of asylum where the virus broke out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
One patient got infected, then the whole fucking thing's infected.
Mm-hmm.
It's abandoned, but, you know, no one's actually been through and cleared it out yet.
No, yeah.
And you're like this rookie soldier or rookie fucking police officer.
And then at the end of the game, Leon shows up.
Yeah, and
like
then
in Resi 7 where Chris shows up.
Yeah, and just at the end, Leon's like, I used to be a rookie like you.
And then I saved an entire city. And got edgy as fuck.
Turned into the emo kid.
Yeah, but he's everyone's favourite emo kid.
Yeah. Do you know he's still going through his emo phase?
Well, he's still got the fringe in 6, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Maybe. But it's like the Leon fringe.
I know, it's his signature thing, isn't it?
It is.
Of all the characters in Resident Evil fucking...
Any
of them. You could easily make a few, like, mistakes between two. In fact, you made a mistake when we watched the Resident Evil 2 trailer, because you thought Claire was Jill.
Yeah.
So... Which is a fair mistake, I'll give you that.
I did assume that.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people out there going, noob.
Fucking noob. You call yourself a Resident Evil fan. But no, Leon's pretty signature with that, with the fringe.
Yeah.
But apart from Resident Evil, I also finished that Ratchet and Clank game I said I was going to finish. The Q-Force one. The one blip in my Ratchet and Clank sort of lifetime that I hadn't finished. I have finished. My repertoire. I have finished it now. So I can officially say I've played them all. I've finished them all. Except the mobile game. The mobile game, because you can't actually finish it. It's an endless runner.
Is it? Yeah.
It's their entitled. It's endless. So you can't finish it. But no, I have finished all the games, which is good. Q-Force. It's not as bad as I thought it was, to be honest.
Really?
The tower defense is pretty easy.
Yeah.
In a way, there's only 2 entrances they can get attacked from. Okay. And you can load those 2 entrances. If you get enough money, bolts and stuff, you can load those entrances down with all kinds of defenses. So it's not too bad, really. It's also quite short as well. There's effectively 5 levels. Yeah. Bit of replay value though, because you can go back and like earn more points to upgrade your rank. But as far as I'm aware in the game, there is no Rhino. Yeah, I know that face says it all. Because every game has had a Rhino of sorts. Yeah. But no, there's no Rhino in that game, which is a shame.
That is a shame.
Yeah. But all in all, it's still a pretty good game. I feel like, as I say, I still stand by what I said. I don't think the story is necessary, so I class All for One and Q-Force as spin-offs.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But at the same time, it's like they're not awful either.
Yeah, no.
Whereas you can consider some spin-off titles from main series games, it'd be like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
I'd still say this is pretty good.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. But I think that's all for games we played, really. It's been a quiet week of us playing games because there's been so much fucking going on, obviously.
Yeah.
Before we get to the E3 stuff, though, we do have news. We do have a fair amount of news to go through. So let me just get on screen here. Same form as last time, guys. We have a bunch of film news and a bunch of game news. So, first off, film news. Now, with the big Disney Fox merger thing happening soon, in fact, it's July 10th, I believe, is when they said officially they will make a decision as to who they're going with. Like, it's either Disney or Comcast or all this kind of thing. Like, who they're going to sell to.
Yeah.
That's a big sort of like a concern at the minute with like future Marvel films. So much so that James Gunn was asked about Guardians 3, which is in development. I'm pretty sure he said the script is being written, or they're actually going to shoot it soon. It's early next year, I believe. Yeah. Before all the shooting stuff goes on, like writing, all this kind of thing, they've already got enough along. In fact, that's what he says. It won't be affected by the Disney deal because Guardians 3 is too far along to be effective. They'd have to go back and like scrap so much stuff in essence. So people can start worrying about Guardians 3 being affected.
Oh, that's good then.
The only thing we've got to be worried about is obviously the events of Infinity War and how that's going to affect the fucking films. Mm-hmm. But speaking of Infinity War, though, I'm mixing the list up a little bit here because it connects. The latest thing on the news happened I found out today is that Avengers 4 is getting some reshoots. Whereas they had actually finished the film, they finished shooting it back in January. They had a wrap party and everything. They're actually going back this summer to do some reshoots, which some people look at as a bit of a like, oh, something's gone wrong kind of thing. But I don't know. I'm looking at it in an optimistic sense. I always look at reshoots optimistically because I remember Suicide Squad had some reshoots. I mean, yeah, we all saw how that film turned out, but still, sometimes reshoots aren't too bad. Sometimes.
Are they still making the second one?
I think that's still sort of an idea they have, because there's also that Gotham Sirens film they want to make with Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
DC.
See, I can see it. I can imagine it to be a lot better in that than anything else.
Yeah, because she'll have like a Poison Ivy and Catwoman thing to play off of as well. And obviously Aquaman's coming out this year as well, December.
The man who can talk to fish.
I know, but you wouldn't. It's Jason Momoa though, so you wouldn't take the piss out of him, though, would you? Not to his face.
I mean, I would, as long as I was he's in a cell anchored down.
Yeah.
And I've got
there's no way he can get to you. You're like,
yeah,
fucking faggot,
pussy. As soon as he rattles the change, though.
Oh god, I peed a little bit.
A little bit of wee came out.
Yeah. Although, speaking of Suicide Squad, tying in again, mixed up my list.
Yeah.
Keeping it fresh. We all know how
Sound
there's
worse than a dad there.
A little bit. We all know how there's a Joker origin movie in the works.
Yes.
That it's being made by Todd Phillips. It's an origin movie set to star Joaquin Phoenix of all people. Yeah, I know.
No, I'm trying to put a face to a name.
Gladiator, the pompous ruler guy that everyone hates that gets stabbed at the end. The bad guy in Gladiator.
Oh yeah.
You probably recognise him.
Yeah, no. I know
he's set to play the Joker in this origin movie made by Todd Phillips.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Why don't they just actually sit down, think, and cast someone who would actually be good at the Joker?
So I take it by that you didn't like Jared Leto.
No.
Oh, that's a shame because he is writing and producing his own Joker movie. It doesn't have a writer yet though.
I know he is.
Yeah, that's the thing. So Jared Leto wants to keep playing Joker, which is fair because
who doesn't want to play the Joker though?
No, I know, but like this is one thing everyone hated about Suicide Squad was how hyped Joker was for it.
Yeah,
and he's in it for like a collective of like 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think out of the whole film, if you add his screen time up, it's about 10. I think I remember seeing the time exactly, which is something like roughly because I can't remember it because it was a long time ago. It was like 9 minutes 42 seconds.
Yeah. It's something I've seen for how much he was hyped.
Yeah, and it was like really?
Made a big deal about how this is the new Joker. They showed all those stories of all the things he's done to stay in character behind the scenes.
Yeah,
but he's in it for like 10 minutes.
To be fair, he was meant to be in it a lot longer than.
Yeah, they shot a lot more stuff. He said this himself. They shot so much stuff, but it got cut out. So,
I mean, there's obviously that scene where Harley Quinn, before she becomes Harley Quinn, which that was put on the internet. And he's like, would you live for me and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then, there's a few more scenes like that we have missed out on.
Mm-hmm.
That was obviously filmed but not put into the movie, which, again, I think that was someone dropped
big
the ball
mistake.
there.
Yeah, big mistake. So.
Someone dropped the ball. But they just need to... I'm not trying to say anyone... Every time someone mentions something about the Joker, a new person getting played as Joker, it's like, yeah, but I know Heath Ledger.
I like Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger was.
I also like Jack Nicholson too, though.
Yeah, but that was like full on. That's like mafioso Joker, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like that. He played more like the cartoons kind of Joker.
Yeah.
The old cartoon.
That's what I mean. Don't get me wrong. Heath Ledger, in my opinion, is always going to be one of the best Jokers that's ever been casted. Unfortunately, we can't have him no more.
Yeah.
You know, God rest his soul.
Yeah, I know.
But it's like they just keep trying to get. To me, it's like, who's he worked with? We need somebody he's worked with in the past to play the Joker. No.
Mm-hmm.
It's not personally, it's me. It's just like, sit down, think. Who would be a great actor to play the Joker? Just stop throwing shit actors in just because they want to do the role.
I know. I mean, who knows? You never know. This Joaquin Phoenix might actually do it well.
He might do.
It's a very unorthodox choice, but everyone said the same thing about Heath Ledger, didn't they?
Yeah.
So... we'll see how that goes, really.
They also said the same about Jared Leto, though.
Yeah, they did.
So, you know.
Yeah, I know. Next on the docket, there's a few more bits of movie news. The guy who made Kick-Ass, Matthew Vaughn,
Yes.
he wants to reboot the series, the film series at least. He's thinking about rebooting the films.
Okay.
He also wants to make more Kingsman films, obviously, as well. He made those. And he's also talked about spin-offs with Hit Girl and stuff like that. So, that's the thing, because the Kick-Ass movies might be coming back.
I hope they do.
I thought they were pretty good.
Yeah, I like them.
I've never read the comics. I've been curious to read the comics. Never read them, though.
I've never read the comics myself. No, I'd have to
Yeah.
investigate.
So that's what he said. He just said that's his plan, to reboot the films, make more Kingsman films, spin-offs and stuff, these things. He's basically saying, here's my plan for the next few years.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm going to do.
Here's what's going to be keeping my bills.
Yeah, so just to keep himself relevant most of the time. Another one, a guy called Noah Hawley, who's a writer.
Yeah.
He writes the show Legion, which is the X-Men spin-off one. He wrote the script recently for Doctor Doom, a Doctor Doom movie.
A Doctor Doom.
Yeah, and obviously, as you guys know, he's part of the Fantastic Four license,
Yes.
so he's with Fox in terms of like franchise rights for now. We'll see how that goes. But obviously, that script can't go anywhere at the minute, and it's because of two things that he said. The first one is obviously the Disney Fox merger. Until that's sorted out,
Yeah.
then obviously that's going to be an issue for any sort of new Fox superhero franchise going forward.
Yeah.
And the other problem is timetable constraints. Because I'm pretty sure he's still working on Legion, like season 3 now, I think.
No,
To come out with season 3.
I
So
will have to look into Legion.
I know, I've heard it's a really good show,
That's what I'm
actually. So obviously there's that as well, keeping him busy from making a Doctor Doom movie. But do you think, how do you think a Doctor Doom movie would go?
Let's be honest, the last two Doctor Dooms, we've had live action versions of Doctor Doom.
Yeah, but the second one was the worst.
Yeah, no, granted.
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
It's a shame because the guy who played him, he's a nice guy.
Not gonna imagine.
He's a genuinely nice person.
But, you know, he was
But everyone knows the writing of that film was just fucking awful.
he was just doomed from the beginning.
He was doomed from the beginning. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Okay. Moving on.
Come on, you threw a dad joke here.
Okay, I'll give you that. Moving on, the last bit of new news we have is sort of gaming related, which is why it's the last thing before the game news.
Yeah.
And that's because Dave Bautista, he's been bugging the guys at Warner Brothers who own the franchise rights for Gears of War, like film franchise rights, to play Marcus Phoenix in a Gears of War film if they ever make one.
Batista.
Dave Bautista, Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
Could you see him as Marcus Phoenix?
Yes.
Exactly.
He would be an animal.
I feel like if anyone's going to play Marcus Phoenix in a film,
It's definitely Batista.
Either that or The Rock, maybe.
No, The Rock
I see him more as a Dom.
Yeah, those two.
There you go. We just cast the film now.
There we go.
On Max Level Games podcast. We've said Dave Bautista as Marcus Phoenix and Dwayne The Rock Johnson as Dom.
Hey,
Sorted.
Dwayne, hit me up. We're on Twitter now.
Yeah, of course we are. We are on Twitter. Oh yeah, I should have mentioned that as well. Oh goodness, I'm so sorry. That was what I had it all planned out in my head before we started the news. I should mention, guys, we now have a shitload of social medias going. We have a Twitch account where we stream stuff. We streamed all the E3 stuff.
Yeah.
We have a YouTube channel where, in fact, all these podcasts will eventually go up there as well in video format. We'll do the podcast on Wednesday. The videos will go up sometime of that weekend.
Yeah.
And we have a fake Facebook page as well.
A fake book page?
It's a fake fuckbook page. We have a fuckbook page, what we have.
We have one of them fake taxi fan, but I mean...
Yeah, exactly, that's what we have.
That's my thing.
Yeah, that thing. A Facebook page.
Yeah.
We've posted on there quite a lot recently.
Yeah.
And we have a Twitter account.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the descriptions, all the links for those things are on the SoundCloud profile page.
Mm-hmm.
They're also in the descriptions of these podcasts as well. So if you want to know what to at us at, it's at Max Level Games 2 on Twitter.
Yeah.
Capital M, L, and G. Twitch account, twitch.tv/Max Level Games, all lowercase, it's fine. Yeah. Facebook.com/Max Level Games. You're getting the picture here. It's just all Max Level Games.
I was going to say, I'm guessing it's all Max Level Games.
We might as well copyright at this point. Fucking trademark Max Level Games.
You know what? Fuck it, I am.
Oh god damn it, here we go.
We're gonna go.
We're gonna go and trademark
do this.
it. We're gonna trademark this shit. Sorry about that blunder. But now moving on to the game news. Obviously E3's happened, so there's a lot of news that's happening there.
There's a lot
There's a lot of stuff coming there, but none of that is sort of happening. What we're going to discuss now. That's this whole other thing, really. Telltale's The Walking Dead, the game series you and I both love.
It's close to our heart.
We've yet to play season 3.
Yeah. It's close to our heart. We haven't played season 3 yet.
We're not fully up to date with it because we're both broke as fuck.
Yeah.
But the final season of The Walking Dead, which is so that's essentially 4 seasons and like 2 or 3 spin-offs.
Yeah.
Is coming out this year, August 14th. I'm pretty sure you can actually pre-order it now if you wanted to.
I probably might.
Yeah. It's like 20 quid for the season pass,
You can't
which
moan.
is an average price for Telltale games.
That's what I mean. You can't moan at them prices.
No, you can't.
Especially for a franchise that has spanned it as long as it has. Especially Telltale as well.
Yeah, well, Telltale, it's really what put Telltale on the map, essentially.
That's what I mean.
Obviously, before that, they had things like, I think it was Sam & Max, and stuff like that, which I love Sam & Max. I fucking love Sam & Max.
Unfortunately, I never got to play it.
It's a point-and-click thing.
Yeah.
Really good. Walking Dead's what really put them into the limelight. It's like, these guys make good games. Sometimes they're a bit buggy, like graphically, but, you know, they're still good.
I mean, because they tried doing an Back to the Future game, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, they did, and I played that as well, and that was not the best. It was passable, I guess. If you're a fan of the Back to the Future games, maybe give it a miss.
Yeah.
Because it might sort of slap you in the face a little bit. But it's good, though, either way. And then, obviously, from Walking Dead, they had, like, loads of other franchises they made, and they sort of oversaturated themselves, in my opinion. They sort of put too many eggs in one basket, and that's why a lot of the production times are, like, really long, or there's a lot of graphics and bugs and stuff.
See, I think what Telltale are doing is, shit, we've got a window of fame. Throw everything out.
Which, for most part, it sort of worked. The Game of Thrones one was really good.
It was.
It was. The Wolf Among Us, fucking brilliant.
Oh my god, the best.
Season 2 is going out next year.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. And then you also had... They did Guardians of the Galaxy.
I never played it.
I've got it. You still need to play it. It's supposed to be pretty good. What else did they do? God. See, that's what I mean. They have so many different franchises. But that's the point. Either way, yeah, the story is they're working on the final season. We already knew that was happening. There is a trailer for it as well. You can find on YouTube.
Clemmy's no little Clem no more.
No, she's a lot older and she's a lot more stern.
And yeah,
it's gonna be a dark story. Obviously,
it's gonna have a dark ending. You can tell straight away.
I really hope so / not.
I hope so. I just hope they don't go the way I.
Is she gonna go the way that Lee did in the end of season 1?
Oh
god, no, I know.
I'm not even gonna lie.
That brought tears to my eyes.
That got me right in the feels.
Yeah, because the best thing about these Telltale games is you commit so many hours to them, deciding how things go. You connect with people. You connect with these characters.
You feel sorry for characters that.
And then they get killed.
Yeah.
And you're like, the fuck. So. Okay, but the next bit of news, we mentioned a few times, especially over the streams while you were watching E3, that I wanted to see about this supposed Superman game. And you know what? I'm still holding out hope because while the event's going on for the next few days, they're still dropping trailers, announcing stuff. It's just not in the big conferences. So part of me is holding on to hope that it exists.
Don't hold on too much.
I kind of want it to exist.
Yeah, I think we all want it to exist. I mean, personally, I'm not going to be a massive fan of it because
Superman is not your guy.
It's not that Superman's not my guy. I am more of a Batman guy over a Superman guy, but they're going to have to nerf him so bad.
I know, but that's why I'm so curious to see what they're gonna do. And plus, as well, it just means that Rocksteady's not doing anything, which is also a damn shame.
Yeah.
Because we know they're good developers. They need to do something.
Who knows? They might make an Aquaman.
Sorry, what? I couldn't even understand what that was then.
They might be trying. They might be trying to make an Aquaman game.
Oh my god! Oh yeah.
I couldn't. I tried.
That already exists, though. It's called Subnautica. Practically.
Yeah.
I think. I've not played it. Oh well. Crackdown 3 was actually delayed to next year. That was at the Microsoft conference. They mentioned it's coming to next year. Yeah, which I thought it looked pretty good.
It looked amazing.
It does, yeah.
And the fact that
a lot of Terry Crews. There's a lot of Terry Crews in that trailer, though.
Yeah.
More announcement stuff. This one's more for me and my hand.
I think there was more Terry Crews in Crackdown than there was in his Old Spice commercials.
Probably.
Yeah.
Although the Old Spice had 2 different guys, didn't it?
Yeah, Terry Crews was the best one, though.
He was pretty good, though. Yeah. Yeah. More news, more announcement stuff for my sort of audience, the Japanese audiences. Persona 3 and 5 dancing. They were called in Japan Persona 3 Dancing Moon Night and Persona 5 Dancing Star Night. They've been translated to English a little better, so it's Persona 3 Dancing in Star Night, Moon Night, and then Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight. They're coming out next year.
That does sound like amazing if you're into that type of thing.
It's still a really weird spin-off. Like with the Persona 4 game, Persona 4, they had a bunch of spin-offs. They had the Arena games, which is a fighting game, which was actually pretty good. Had 2 of them, Persona 4 Arena, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. And then they had the dancing game, which everyone was like, wait, what? Like in the direction to take it, it's like no one thinks dancing.
No, I can imagine it though. Like if all Japanese games did that.
Imagine DBZ dancing. Dragon Ball Dance.
No, I'm thinking more like if you're gonna go hardcore and stuff like that and change the genre that sharp. Can you imagine Resident Evil 8 Dance Dance Revolution?
Yeah. It even sounds ridiculous. You can't help but think about it. It's like, no.
I like, Chris like doing the robot.
Oh my god.
Leon being a b-boy.
Leon moshing out to some fucking death metal. The massive emo child he is.
That's what I mean. Like Chris and Jill pure grinding up on each other.
Oh my god.
Don't act like don't act
no,
like
they
that
probably
wasn't.
they probably did it. They probably did it. Next up is some movie-esque gaming news.
That was the quickest get out of.
Yeah, I couldn't
Get
even,
out of
I couldn't
that
genuinely,
quickly.
just can't not think of a response to that at all. The next bit is a sort of movie/gaming news. J.J. Abrams, you're looking at me because you don't know who he is.
I can't think of him.
He made Star Wars: Force Awakens. The one who wrote that and directed it. He also, I'm pretty sure, does the Star Trek films.
Oh yeah, I know you know
He does
about
that.
Yeah.
He has a company called Bad Robot. Oh yeah, Cloverfield. He does Cloverfield too. He has a company called Bad Robot. They're the ones who make those films. He's actually making a gaming company. They're both, but he's working with them to make a company called Bad Robot Games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they don't really obviously not announce anything because it's just a new company, but that's just a thing as well. J.J. Abrams is getting into games now.
Well, I wish him all the best.
Yeah, of course. Spyro Remaster.
This is more of a nostalgic thing for me, but you're definitely the bigger fan on this one.
Yeah, because I stuck through Spyro even through the bad years.
Yeah, where I sort of give up.
Yeah, you're like, he's dead. He's
Dad, it's over. Stop it.
Stop hitting him. He's already dead. The remaster trilogy coming out this year, which I have a pre-order for.
Yeah.
I've already pre-ordered it. I don't care. It got its box art revealed. Yeah, and obviously I shared the full picture on the Facebook page. You can go see it there. And I was like, I don't know how this is going to fit on the box. Obviously, they're shortening it down a little bit.
Yeah.
Because if you notice, they're doing what the Crash trilogy did, how it's like split into three sort of things in the background to show you the three different types of game, rather. It's doing that because you'll see Nasty Nork on one side, Ripto on the other side, and then the witch, I can't remember her name from the third game. You know who I mean?
My ex.
Yeah, exactly. My ex. That's how you announce it. Ripto looks weird, though. Ripto actually looked intimidating for a change. Because he looked weird in the original PS1 games, didn't he? He had that big, massive chin.
Yeah, but I thought that for a PS1 game, come
Yeah,
on.
no, the graphics are still good for PS1 game. But his new design looks actually like the fuck.
I'll have to have a look.
Yeah, it is pretty good. I'll show you in a bit.
Yeah.
And the last bit of news is sort of stuff that came out at E3.
Mm-hmm.
It's a funny one. Save the date, February 22nd, because your wallet's going to have to make a very serious decision. If you're skimping for cash and you can only afford one big game, your wallet's going to have to make a very serious decision.
Either that or start selling your ass on Lime Street.
Yeah, and you can afford all 3 games.
Yep,
Because
definitely.
on that date, we've been announced that Days Gone is coming out. Anthem is coming out.
Which, yeah.
And Metro Exodus, the new one. The next Metro game.
I haven't got my wallet on me at the moment, but I know at home it's like smoking a load of Lambert and Butlers because it's going to feel raped.
Yeah. Those 3 games are going to have to fight it out for like who's actually going to get the sales. Because as we all know,
3 of them are getting both of me, I don't care.
yeah, you're going to save it for them, that's fair.
Yeah.
As we all know, games
are
are cheap. It's like an average AAA game in the UK is like what, £50, £60?
Yeah.
So that times 3 is like 60 times 3 is 180.
Yeah.
That's £180 for 3 games.
Yeah, but don't act all like, oh no, that's such a bad price.
That's way too much for games. I'm totally gonna buy all of them.
No,
Well, actually, I'm not.
no, I'm more like you're sitting there going, that's £180. That's ludicrous.
Says the guy who pre-ordered the Kingdom Hearts 3 Collector's Edition for £200. Yeah. Hey, I've been waiting 12 years for that fucking game. Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I've been waiting for Days Gone since I first seen it back in 2000 and... When did I first see it? I think... First seen it being rumoured, I think it was like 2012, 13.
I still win.
Screw you.
I win. But yeah,
Much cheaper.
for now. They're probably going to announce some kind of collector's edition now. But I think if I was to get any of those games, it would either be Days Gone or Anthem. Obviously, I'm not interested in Metro. You think it's a good series, which is fine.
I love the series.
Yeah.
I can't knock the series, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
It is a first person shooter. It's semi-standard first person shooter with its own twist.
Yeah.
So I can't knock it, to be honest.
No, I mean, as I say, I will wait to decide where money goes. I might, who knows? I might save it for both of them just because I like the look of both of them.
Yeah.
But to decide where money goes, I'll wait till reviews and stuff like this come out.
I can imagine you buying Anthem more than anything else.
I don't know because Days Gone does look pretty good too.
Yeah, it does look good, but I mean, I think me knowing you for as long as I have,
Yeah.
I think you're subconsciously leaning to more towards Anthem.
I might have to agree with you on that one, but we'll see when it comes down to the wire.
Yeah.
How that whole situation goes.
I mean, it'd be pretty cool if me and both had Anthem.
Yeah, we'd be pretty. We'd rip shit up online.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We would hate people.
Yeah.
And not even think twice. Just one of you 12-year-olds thinking about playing Anthem. I will hate you.
I will hurt you.
I
don't know who you
will.
are, but I will find you and I will kill you.
I have a particular set of skills.
I thought you were gonna recite the entire.
No, I'm not. I'm not going that far into it. But I will find you, and I will kill you.
Yeah. So moving on to the newest segment this week. Obviously for this week only.
Yeah.
It's just good. E3.
E3.
E3 happened.
E3.
Electronic Entertainment Expo.
What's that?
That's what it stands for. Did you know that?
I didn't, to be honest.
Well, now you do.
Nerd.
It's a bit of a mouthful, really. Electronic
That's what she
Entertainment
did.
Expo. Yeah, of course she did. Not to you, she didn't.
No.
To me, she did. So me and Liam, we watched.
Long Dong Silver.
We watched. Well, I watched every single live stream. You had to miss out on a few because of
Work commitments.
work commitments. Yeah.
Yeah.
Overall, Liam,
I hate
how do you
being
think?
a grown up?
Yeah. Apart from that, how do you think E3 went this year overall? Without getting into the particulars of who you think was the best, what do you think of the entire E3?
It's an average E3.
You think?
Yeah.
I'd have to agree with you there.
I don't think it was anything like bam, boom, look what we've done.
It wasn't a massive explosion where millions of brilliant games got announced.
Yeah, it was
Good games got announced.
Yeah, it was just bog standard E3.
I think it was a good E3. It was a solid E3.
Yeah.
It's not the best E3 though.
No.
Not the worst either. Which is why I also want to preface this because I've been watching a lot of people online give their opinions on E3. Like some of them have been very harsh, like really fucking harsh.
I guarantee it'll be over that one. That one.
No, not even. People have mentioned that, but that's not even why they're giving. Like
Really?
you and I both agree on like pretty much which one the worst conference was.
Yeah.
But people are still giving shit to the other ones like Bethesda and EA as well. And
Really?
don't get me wrong. Upon further reflection, they could have been better.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. As in, it was just a bog standard E3.
Yeah, but people online are really ripping into them. So I feel like
everyone's hard behind the keyboard.
yeah, that too. And it just needs to be a bit gentler, really. It's not been a bad year. It's been a decent year.
That's what I
But
mean.
emphasis on decent.
It has been a decent year.
Yeah.
It's not been something that you're like, oh, did you watch E3? But it's not been something that was like, oh my god, what a big pile of shit.
It's not like the E3 where they announced the Crash Bandicoot remaster and everyone just lost their shit.
That's what I mean.
Exactly. So, or the E3 where they announced Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's really it. Really, it was just it's a bog standard E3.
yeah. So to get into the particulars though, Liam. First, we're going to talk about which conferences we like the best. Now, obviously, as I say, you've only seen 4 conferences out of 7. We watched 7 in total. We watched in order. It was EA, Microsoft, Bethesda, Ubisoft, Sony, and then hang on, I missed one. No, not hang on. EA, Microsoft, Bethesda, Square Enix. That was one. Ubisoft, Sony, and Nintendo. I watched all 7. You've only watched 4. So
Yeah.
Of those 4 you've seen, Liam, how do you rank your top 4? Going from 4 to 1.
So going from the worst to the best.
What's the worst of the best of this E3 conference-wise for you?
I think everyone will have to agree with me. It was Ubisoft.
Okay.
I think everyone, or at least a strong majority of people,
Yeah.
will agree. Ubisoft was.
I know. As soon as
shite.
the conference ended, you were even saying that a lot of people online were saying that Ubisoft was like
Yeah, it was just shit.
it was pretty trash.
There was not on that major. At least in the other ones, even if it was shit, it had that one thing that made you go, ooh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, it was just shite this year for me.
Okay.
So next one up
At
from
number
that,
3,
At number 3, EA.
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 Okay.
For myself personally, just for the fact that I'm not a sports guy.
Okay.
It had good moments in there. Mm-hmm. It did. I'm a Battlefield guy. So it had Battlefield in there. So that pulled it out of the fucking shithole for me.
Yeah.
But it didn't do enough for me to put it any higher than a 3.
That's fair.
Microsoft would have been next.
Second place, okay.
Yeah, that would have been second place for me. Again, it was a standard Microsoft conference.
Yeah.
It wasn't no good. It wasn't shit. It wasn't bad. Mm-hmm. It had a few little moments that made it had a good few moments that made me go, I might get an Xbox. You know what I mean? I might be that white kid.
Yeah.
That everyone hated
has all
in
the big
school.
consoles.
Yeah. And then obviously I'm biased as fuck, so Sony.
All right.
At number 1.
Okay.
And just because it's Sony.
Because it's Sony. No, terrible.
No, I'm only joking. Come on, The Last of Us.
Yeah, The Last of Us did look really amazing though.
That they could have just. That was like Sony's mic drop. I was like, everyone's like, we've got this and this and this and.
It's funny though, because that was the exact same thing everyone thought last year's E3, because Microsoft came out and had a really strong conference, and everyone was like, oh my god, Microsoft, they're pulling it back!
Yeah.
And then Sony's like, hold my beer, here's The Last of Us 2 trailer.
Boom.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like a lot of people agree with your opinion on that one.
That's what I mean, it was that good. That is Sony's
It's hard to deny
mic drop.
Sony they keep doing things pretty well.
They're doing things right.
So, yeah. But here's my list. Mm-hmm. Now, I've been a bit awkward. With this list and the next one, I've been very awkward. A lot of my entries are like slash this, because I could not, for the life of me, I couldn't decide between two things.
Well, I'll help you.
Okay. But for the conference piece, I will specify now that 5 and 6 at first was just 5, because it would have been 6.
Yeah.
It would have been like a tie between the two of them. But upon further reflection, I have changed my answers. So in 7th place is Bethesda.
Unfortunately, I didn't get to see Bethesda.
No, of course not.
I can't really defend Bethesda's corner. I'm so sorry, babe.
I know, you love them so much. But here's how I've justified a lot of my results on this list.
Let's listen.
It's a case of, I even made copious notes last night. I wrote down all the games that have been announced that I liked. I highlighted the ones that really stood out to me in terms of like what I like.
Better be a good reason it was Bethesda that you put bottom.
Because only Rage. That was it. I mean, don't get me wrong, the rest of the stuff looks good. But of what they showed that I was actually interested in, it's Rage 2. And I didn't think I would be interested in Rage 2, because just like the first one was just really under the radar. In fact, you can pick it up now for like 50p. That's how
50p.
That's how bad like people don't want to play Rage 1. But Rage 2 actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's why. But everything else in that conference for me was just wasn't for me.
Yeah, I suppose.
So
I knew Bethesda wouldn't really be your thing, and I was kind of gutted that I had to miss Bethesda, and I wish I'd have had a better input for Bethesda, but unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's okay, because you can go back and watch it on our YouTube page.
Yeah, I'll go back
how
and
the stream
watch
went.
it.
Yeah, shameless plug. As I say, the next entry here, it was a tie at first. But I'll give you, as I said, I've sorted it into actual 6 entries. In 6th place is obviously Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Because again,
bitch, please, you put Bethesda below Ubisoft.
I did, yes, because as I say, this is how I've justified it. Bethesda had one thing I was interested in. Ubisoft had like 2. This is literally it. And in the next spot as well, it's the same situation. There's only literally 2 things I cared about. The only reason Ubisoft is a little bit ahead of it is because of it had more things I was interested in. It had Beyond Good and Evil 2, and what did it have? Where's it gone? I've written it down. I lost it. Oh god, I have a note here. Mario and Rabbids. There's only a DLC, which this is why, because Mario and Rabbids is only DLC. This is why it's become down a slot, and EA is in 5th place.
No,
because it had Unravel 2 and it had Anthem, which both of them are new full games.
Yeah,
and one of them is like, oh yeah, it's also available now.
Nah.
So that's why my 5th place is EA. In 4th place is Nintendo.
Yeah, I didn't get to see Nintendo either.
No, unfortunately, I got home late for Nintendo. I had other stuff to do. I missed like half an hour of it, but I sort of rewound the live stream and watched it like that on the stream itself.
So it was semi-live.
It was semi-live. It was just late. It was a late live. It's because Nintendo. You're gonna hear a lot of paper rapping here, unfortunately. Well, these are the games they had that intrigued me. Pokemon Let's Go, obviously. Yeah. It looks amazing. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And the new Fire Emblem and Octopath Traveler. These are all games that I don't know about, but completely over your head. But they're just stuff that looked pretty good to me. It's just the fact that, again, when I justified this list, it was what intrigued me. And in terms of numbers for the other conferences, this is 4th place.
Okay.
In 3rd place, I've lost the friggin' list now. Oh my god, where's it gone? Oh my god, where's it gone?
Come on, man, you're a professional.
I got this. I accidentally archived it. In 3rd place is Square Enix. It should be pretty obvious why, because fucking Kingdom Hearts, obviously.
To be honest, I was expecting Square Enix to be at number 1.
No, it's not number 1. They showed off of all the things they showed off. They showed the Tomb Raider, which actually isn't one of the highlights for me because, as I say, I like the series, but it's not one I'm foaming at the mouth to get. Dragon Quest 11, Just Cause 4, that new one, The Quiet Man, which looks interesting, and then Kingdom Hearts 3, obviously, and then Babylon's Fall, and Octopath Traveler because that's actually the Switch exclusive from Square Enix. That's why it's in 3rd place for me. It also just felt short.
Yeah.
It was a shorter conference, but I feel like in the time they've put in there, it's enough for me. But it's still only in 3rd place. In 2nd place is Sony. I know.
You whore.
Shock horror. The Sony fanboy
You
still
fucking
is
whore.
putting Sony in 2nd place. And this is why,
His soul just sold.
as you can probably tell now, Microsoft is first.
Yeah.
And this is why I'm gonna tell you. They both had good games. Microsoft was a lot longer than Sony's. In Sony's one, don't be wrong, they packed up the time with all good stuff. I'm pretty sure everything on the list that here I've got for Sony, I've highlighted all apart from Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Everything, all the game stuff they showed off is like, yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah.
It's just because Microsoft was a lot longer. Obviously, it's a different system than the one we don't own, but what they showed off was also had me like, yeah, I'm down for that. So,
I just debating whether you were going to go out and get an Xbox or not.
yeah, it's one of those now. I am actually genuinely considering it. Getting an Xbox. Plus, they showed off shit I didn't expect at all, like Dying Light 2, Cyberpunk 2077, the Captain Spirit thing, the Life is Strange thing. They showed off We Happy Few. They also had the first trailer for Kingdom Hearts of the weekend. There was 3 trailers released of Kingdom Hearts 3 this weekend.
You nerd.
I don't care. I fucking love that series. Devil May Cry 5 as well. They showed off that.
That was an amazing game.
Exactly. Crackdown 3, it's not a series I've played before, but the third one looks pretty good.
It's not a series I've played before, but Terry Crews, man.
Terry Crews, though.
Dead Terry Crews, though.
Exactly. So, that's why Microsoft it cinched it for me. Sony's was very short. They did what they said they were going to do. They showed off the big 4. They announced some new stuff as well, obviously. But it was just like, you could have done more with your time. Surely there must be other stuff that you can show off. Not big titles. They did what they said they were going to do. They showed off big sections towards the big 4 exclusives they got coming, but they could have showed off like a few smaller ones on the side as well.
I see what you're saying.
Surely there must have been something else they could show us.
Yeah, but that's always been Sony's thing, hasn't it? Microsoft's been like, we have this and 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 this.
That's because
please love me.
That's because it sounds bad, but they need to.
Where Sony's just like, right, we told you what we were giving you.
We're doing this, yeah.
There you go.
But that's why this year it was a hard thing to admit. Honestly, it was. But Microsoft, I think, won E3 for me. I know. I feel like a right betrayer, but god damn it.
I'm taking you to church after this.
I'm sticking with my guns on this one.
I'm taking you to church after this.
Yeah. But so that's how the conferences went for us. Now, the last thing I'm going to close out on is our top 10.
Ooh.
Now, we've both, unfortunately, missed the mark a little bit here.
Yeah.
Because all the games that I highlighted on my list came to about 24.
And all the ones I could really think of only brought me to 6.
Exactly.
Well,
So
we'll meet in the middle.
Yeah. You can go first, because mine's going to take a while.
And then let's let yours go first.
Okay, in that case then. So as I say, I narrowed it down. In fact, no, I didn't even narrow it down. That's a blatant lie. I've done what I did again before with the list. I've combined them because I can't decide. And I have my reasons for it, which I think is fair enough. But I'll do my 10. How about that? Or do you want to do the full 20, or do you want to do 10 and tell you what the extra ones were?
Yeah, just do the 10 then.
Okay. So
justify your reasons for the 10 and then give us the
extra ones that
yeah.
If it's to expand the list, here's why. In 10th place is that Octopath Traveler one. It's an exclusive for Switch made by Square Enix. Mm-hmm. It's the older style of JRPG, the 8-bit, but it's also got like a bit of 3D in there as well. And I think it just sort of, it's something that they showed off. was something announced. They showed off stuff for it, and it's intrigued me. So I'll be like, I'm partial to a good lengthy JRPG. So don't you? I know that sounds dirty as fuck. Stop laughing. Stop laughing, you big whore.
Shut up, you Microsoft whore.
Oh my god, I'm never going to hear the end of this.
No, you're not.
Never.
You're apparently never going to see the end of this either with the length of it.
Shut up. In 9th place, my top 10 is We Happy Few.
I did that, yeah. I'll agree with you on that.
Because again, that one's been out for a while, but it's coming to consoles and stuff. It just looks interesting.
Do you know what? That's actually one I'd actually forgotten about.
Oh really? Have you just added to your list now?
I'm just going to add that to my list on the slide. Nah.
Fair enough. Yeah, it looks interesting. It looks tense. The story trailer they showed off at Xbox conference was, it's like, okay, so this actually has a bit of a plot to it, because obviously everything beforehand, it just looked like you're the one random in the town that doesn't want to get high. So it's like, it just seemed like a bit of a survival thing, whereas now there's actually a plot to it.
Just that one granddad in the whole town. I'm not touching this.
What's there to be happy about? In 8th place is one of these is the first of my tie results, but the justification on all these answers is the franchises I know about. I'm intrigued to see what's next, but I've not played anything beforehand. But it's a franchise I want to get into.
Yeah.
So it's between Xenoblade Chronicles 2, Fire Emblem, and Dragon Quest 3. They're all Japanese RPG style games. Fire Emblem's more of an RTS Japanese game. Dragon Quest obviously is a very famous RPG series, JRPG series, and Xenoblade Chronicles another one.
Yeah.
They're all series I want to get into. That's just how I've put them in there, and they all look like the next entry is gonna be really good.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I need a drink. My mouth is dry as fuck.
Was that after that lengthy one, was it?
Of course it is. Need to rehydrate. In 7th place is Anthem. Because that's been showed off a lot. They dedicate a lot of their conference, a big chunk of that conference, to Anthem, and it does look amazing. It looks like what Destiny should have been.
Ouch!
I know. I'm throwing that shade at Destiny, and I can do that because I've played it.
Damn.
Exactly.
First he starts and goes onto the dark side of Microsoft and then just goes and shits all over it.
Oh god.
There's still a part of you in there, James, isn't there?
It is still me. I'm just looking at it from a rational standpoint. We've had no sleep. I could be sleep deprived. Oh, anyway. 6th place is another tie answer, because my justification for these are all sequels that I didn't know I wanted. And now I need them. Okay.
I didn't know I wanted you. I need you.
They're all twos. They're all twos to franchise. I was like, I didn't know this was ever going to happen. I didn't know I wanted this, but now it's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I kind of want to. I kind of want to play this.
Do you know what you are?
Go on.
You're Chris when he pays the hooker.
Okay.
How much? I got $5. What does that get me?
Oh, that Chris. I thought you were still making a Resident Evil joke.
No.
Okay.
I fucking love you.
Love you. Dying Light 2.
Yes.
Unravel 2.
I haven't played Unraveled 1.
No, I know, but I showed you a little bit of the gameplay.
You did show me a little bit of the gameplay, and yeah.
Yeah. And then Rage 2. So, these, like I said, all sequels I didn't know I wanted.
Just all sequels you didn't know you wanted, but now
I know they're coming out. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I did want a Dying Light sequel.
Yeah, I know. It's like I said, it's not so much that I didn't want it. It's just I didn't think it was going to happen, because they did the whole year of free DLC, and then it was just like, okay, so the game's just a lot bigger now.
Yeah,
is that all we're doing? And I thought with like the Dead Island 2 still being a thing that's still in development, at least according to the people making it, it's still in development. I just thought that's where all the sort of focus was going to go amongst that sort of team of people.
Yeah, no, I can see what you're saying. No, to be honest, I do think out of the two of them, I think Dying Light's the bigger game, just for the simple fact it's got the parkour in. So.
Dead Island was more like a meme at the end of it.
Yeah.
Because of how glitchy and buggy it was.
Know what I mean?
In the top 5 now. And these are all actual single answers, it's fine. In 5th place is Resident Evil 2.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's like the other ones, I didn't know I wanted it. But then they showed off, I'm like, yeah.
I want that shit.
I want it so fucking bad.
I want it to do things to me.
Because it's a nice combination of all I want in Resident Evil. It's given me the original games that I never played, so I can experience them.
With the over-the-shoulder.
With the over-the-shoulder mechanics from the middle trilogy.
Yeah. With the horror.
But it looks as good, and it's as horrific as 7 was. or it looks it again so far.
Yeah.
I mean, in one of the trailers, for God's sake, there was a guy who had like half his face ripped off, and it showed you it.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'm down for that. I'm so down for that.
Just fucking
boy.
love you.
Yeah, boy.
Show me that blood and guts.
In fourth place is The Last of Us 2. Obviously, because The Last of Us was a brilliant game. I'm pretty sure I've got it on both PS3 and 4.
I've got it on PS3. I've never actually got round to getting a remastered one.
It's essentially just the same game.
It's the same game.
There wasn't much to remaster, really.
No, it was a brilliant game.
It just gave you the game and then the DLC as well, the Left Behind DLC.
Yeah.
As well as top of that.
Which I already bought with the
yeah
N3, so.
And then it looked gorgeous. I mean, number 2 looks gorgeous. And obviously again it's Naughty Dog, so I know it's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's in fourth place. Third place, Spider-Man.
Of course.
It is, because this is coming out. This has a release date. It's soon as well. And again, it's another developer that I know and love, and it's a character that I know and love.
Yeah. Who doesn't love your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
Venom doesn't love him.
Venom does love him.
Maybe in like a I love to hate you kind of thing.
No, it's like that clingy ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, probably.
It's like that. I know he cheated on me 7 times, Sarah, but he's a good person.
I still need him. That's the symbiote. It's like, I still need him. Venom, Eddie Brock's like,
what about me, though?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to kill him.
Second place is Pokemon Let's Go Eevee.
Okay.
Well, it's technically obviously Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, but I've already made my decision. I'm getting the Eevee one. Because what they actually showed us like a full 30 minutes worth of gameplay and stuff. I still have my questions about how it plays from the Nintendo conference, but what they showed, I'm like, it's different. It's very different from the original series or like the main series, but at the same time, I'm like, yeah, this is the kind of different. I'm like, yeah, this all seems really, really interesting as well.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm sorry, you get to have, if you play as your partner Pikachu or Eevee, they ride on your shoulder or on your head throughout the game. That's fucking cute. That is fucking cute. What's even more adorable is the fact that when you're near hidden items in the game, their tails will wag, and you just gotta press X. You gotta press A to pick up the mystery item. I'm like, yeah, yeah. I don't care how gay that sounds. It's fucking adorable.
No, you didn't sound gay. You just sound fabulous.
I sound fabulous, and that sounds adorable. And my first spot should be no fucking surprise, really. Kingdom Hearts 3. Fucking Kingdom. Of course, it's Kingdom Hearts 3. I've waited a long time for this fucking game.
Do you know like I am with Fallout?
Yeah, that's me with Kingdom Hearts.
Times 10.
Yeah, because I've committed a lot of hours to these games.
I've committed a lot of hours into Fallout.
Exactly.
I have built settlements.
Exactly.
I have ran things. I've done things to people.
Done things. Things I don't want to do again. But I keep going back.
I had to do things to survive, James. The wasteland isn't a friendly place. They made me. 2 white guys while a Mexican watched.
God damn it. So that's my top 10.
Yeah.
I have another 10 entries, but let's do your ones.
Okay.
Your however many there are.
I think there was 8 in general, and mine aren't really in any.
So you have actually added some.
I was adding some as we were speaking.
Yeah,
as you were saying, it reminded me. So I was like, oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mine aren't really in any particular order. Just things that intrigued me. I thought, oh, I want that. So mine haven't really got any rhyme or reason. They have reason, but they're not like number one because it was the best out of all of them. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just like.
Yeah, see, that's how I thought of mine. Like, when I ordered mine, I had to order them as well as, decide why.
Yeah.
It was also a case of, like, thinking, okay, if I had the chance to get this game now, which one do I want? Which of all them would I happily take now?
I think just due to the circumstances, I actually have the advantage of being able to get them whenever I want.
Okay.
So, I think that's why I didn't really look at it in that sort of sense.
Mm-hmm. Oh no! I don't mean like a financial kind of blockade. I mean literally because they're not out yet.
Oh yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
that's why I was thinking about it.
Oh okay, no.
Because believe me, I'll save up for them. I'll save up my like fucking.
I know you would.
I'll somehow dive into my pension that I'm not going to get for another 40-odd years, 50-odd years, just to get these fucking games. But I mean, I meant like if they were out now.
Yeah, if they were out right this second. Yeah.
Yeah, which one would I want most? So go on, what's your list?
See again, man, it's just got no rhyme or reason. So seriously, the first one on my list though, the one that intrigued me the most, funny enough.
Okay.
Skull and Bones.
Okay.
The pirate game.
That is interesting because I remember during halfway through the conference of them showing that you were like,
I was a
Starting to
bit.
have doubts.
I was having me doubts. I don't like the fact that there's no like melee. There's no. For me, a pirate boarded your ship.
Yeah.
The pirate slaughtered your crew and then was like, now whoever's left, you can either join or go to Davy Jones's locker.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So the fact that they got the whole naval battles perfect for me. But I did have me doubts just due to having no sort of like melee.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
So like when you board someone's ship, you can't physically fight back. Or you can't fight them to take over their ship.
Yeah, so that sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that put me off the whole franchise in general. But I think that was just more me being nitpicky.
Yeah.
So I think when I was thinking about it, I was like, no, that's just me being really nitpicky. So that's why I was really that sort of then realised, no, I'm really excited for this game.
Yeah.
So I was happy for that.
Okay.
It's a good game. If just off looking at it, it looks like how Black Flag should have been.
Oh no, I love Black Flag.
No, I love Black Flag. Don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing it. I'm not dissing it or giving it any knocks. I'm not knocking it on.
Yeah.
I'm saying if they'd just spent a bit more time on the naval battle systems as they've done in Skull and Bones, I think Black Flag would have been even well better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's my personal opinion.
That's fair.
Next up is Resident Evil 2.
Yeah.
Come on, we're Resi fans.
I know.
We always have been. We always will be.
Yeah.
And
2 just does look so good.
Yeah, I started off on Resident Evil 2, Raccoon City.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that we're going back to it,
It's coming full circle for you.
it's like...
I think what's good as well about Resident 2 is we actually have a release date as well.
Yes.
It's January 25th or 29th.
Yeah, 25th, and my birthday's on the 31st. Just if you ever forget.
I know. I'm buying it for your birthday. I'm buying myself a copy too.
No, I get yours.
Yeah, I mean I'm not gonna see it for another fucking year. You bastard.
I'll let you look at mine.
Oh, you bastard. Definitely not. Go on. What's next?
Spider-Man.
Okay.
I didn't think it'd intrigue me as much as it did. And the last ever Spider-Man game I remember playing was on the PS2.
Was that the Spider-Man 2 movie game? The one that everyone rates as the best one?
No. Was it on the PS2? No.
Go on.
PS1.
Okay, because the PS1 had 2 games.
What was the one where that you couldn't go to the ground level because of all the green
That's
fog?
the first 2 games.
Yeah, that one.
That one of 2.
Yeah, that one of 2.
So basically, you haven't played Spider-Man since PS1?
Yeah, I haven't played Spider-Man since PS1.
That's fair.
It's never really been a franchise that's intrigued me.
I can understand why, because translating into games over the last few years has not always worked out super well.
Yeah. So it's just been like one of them things, and it just with it getting a new fucking liquor paint and a little bit of TLC and new engine.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. So
It really
for the
does.
first time since the PS1, I'm actually intrigued to play
A Spider-Man game.
game, which is it's got to be a little.
You got to tip your hat to that.
Yeah, you just got to tip your hat to a little bit.
Okay.
Next one for me, we all know I love blood, guts, violence, and what better than the zombie apocalypse to do that in? The next one for me has to be Overkill, The Walking Dead.
Oh, you sneaky bastard.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say Days Gone.
No.
Oh, okay.
However, that is on here.
Oh, God, that. Yeah, I was going to say that makes sense.
That is on here.
Yeah.
But at first, when we've seen the trailers, as you said, it looks like a top-down point-and-click type of strategy game.
Yeah, because the way that they're trying to show off
Yeah.
the game itself.
Yeah, they tried making it look like the mobile games.
Mm-hmm.
Like No Man's Land and stuff like that. It looks amazing. That's all I can really... I can't stretch that enough.
Yeah.
The fact that it's first person put me off a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought they would have went for a third person sort of aspect, especially with like some of the trailers that we have seen.
Yeah.
Without gameplay, it looks like it should have been a third person style of game.
Yeah, because the trailers before, the gameplay trailers were all like character based trailers. So
Yeah.
you'd think it gives you a third person perspective to actually get into that character a bit.
Yeah, see, that's what I would have thought as well. And as we've had this discussion quite recently as well, I think the best type of zombie game that's ever been released for me so far is The Last of Us. So I think any sort of zombie game should be based around the best one, but without going too much in it. Does that make sense? So for me, yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Overkill The Last of Us. Last of Us. That was so many different words. I'm going to give up now. I'm running on bare fumes. I'm just going to die.
Oh god.
Just leave me here. I want to die.
Finish the list though.
Yeah, I'll try my best.
You can die after you finish the list.
Yeah, after I finish the list, I can die. After that, funny enough, is The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah, I don't even know what more to say there is. I don't know what more that can be said that hasn't already been said.
Exactly, it's amazing.
Look at it and be like, yeah, I can do that.
Look at it, love it, learn it, admire it,
embrace it.
Just accept that that's, in my opinion, one of the best ever zombie games made.
And the sequel looks even better.
And yeah, the sequel even, just I can't even right now. Like seriously, 1, 3, 4.
Yep.
1, 3, 5, 7, 9. I can't even. Yeah, that was a sad joke. But yeah, what more can be said to it than what has already been said? It's amazing. So I'm just gonna move on for the next one. The next one for me, come on. What's my favourite style of gaming?
Battlefield 5.
It's like you know me.
Should I say?
It's like you know me so well.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. It's Battlefield 5. And
even though they're having a Royale mode? You forgot about that, didn't you?
I haven't forgotten about it. I'm trying to remember.
Trying to suppress it.
Yeah, I'm just trying to suppress everything that's happening. They took something so good and then just threw shit at it at the last minute.
Because the fans wanted it, in air quotes.
No, we didn't.
I think that was funny though, because the entire audience was like, half of them were like, yeah, and the other one was like,
No, but I think
who asked for this? Come on, hands up,
own up.
Yeah, but we're not going to hurt you. We just want to talk.
Just want a calm discussion in this nice dark alleyway with this big man named Vincent. But yeah, who the fuck wanted the Battle Royale mode? If I wanted Battle Royale, I'll get Fortnite or I'll get PUBG. I am not wasting my fucking time playing with these 14-year-old virgins who just want to play Battle Royale and then do some stupid dance. Get the fuck. It really hurts me in ways. It's like, no, you took something sacred and you've ruined it. Fuck off. Ugh.
But it's still on your list though.
It's still on my list.
Yeah, of course it is.
Of course
There's still a campaign in that.
Yeah,
and normal multiplayer.
Exactly. If it didn't have normal multiplayer, if they would have turned around and they were just like, we scrapped everything, it's gone Battle Royale, I'd have just been like, no.
There would have been a mass shooting at EA's development studio.
Just
nice.
This is a Battle Royale, right?
It's what you want, right?
It's what the fans asked for. God damn it.
Oh, well. But anything else on your list?
I have a few more.
Okay.
Just I had to rage out a minute.
Of course. Get it all out of your system. Goose frappa.
It's not so much a game, it's a DLC.
Okay.
And it's pissed me off. But I also will get it. Because it's a game I love. See where this is going? It's spelt wrong as well.
Yeah, okay, I know where this is going.
It's spelt wrong.
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic and it's spelt wrong. It's For Honor.
Although I will correct you though, I'm pretty sure they didn't say it was a DLC. It's just an actual expansion, normal update expansion.
This is just a normal like
a normal update kind of thing.
So yeah, I always thought it was a DLC. So yeah.
No, but it's still But that's worse because that means it's going to be in the game whether you want it to or not.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's bent me over, made me touch my toes and cough.
Yeah.
And accept that they still haven't given us pirates.
You want your pirates? Go play Skull and Bones. Goose frappa.
Just give me pirates. That's all I want. I just want to play as Blackbeard one time. I don't. Why is this so hard for them to see?
Clearly, they didn't listen to the fans.
No, they did. We got a battle royale.
That's Battlefield. Yeah. Anyway. Anything else?
Two more.
Okay.
Two more.
Okay.
I'll try not to rage out this much.
Okay.
Well, actually, I'm not gonna rage out because it's the.
They're both ones you're actually.
Yeah, they're actually.
100% like Game on.
I am actually like It's Metro.
Of course.
It's Metro. I can't go wrong with Metro. I've played it since the first one. I'm going to carry on playing it to the last one.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant story.
That's
it's set post-apocalyptic with post-apocalyptics.
The end of the world where no pop music is around anymore.
Yeah.
Post-apocalyptic.
I mean, that just sounds like heaven to me, to be perfectly honest. No shit, Justin Bieber and...
Oh, don't tease me.
Oh, just, you know... If anyone's going to plan a mass shooting, go for Justin Bieber, please.
Oh, come on. The guy's probably bodyguarded. It's like 9 ways from Sunday.
That's fine. Take out the guards as well. If you're going to do it right. Get a team. Organise this shit.
A mass siege on Justin Bieber himself.
No one likes him. Only people that like him are either 14-year-old girls or the complete opposite end, which is these 30-plus-year-old women that have just got this fantasy boy crush on him. So, you know, no one's really going to miss him too much.
Nah, probably not.
So, you know.
But Metro, though.
Metro, though.
That
Metro, though. No, Metro, it's a great game. It's set after like a nuclear holocaust. There's mutated not zombies, monsters and stuff like that. The surface is that bad that everyone has to live
underground
in the Metro. You know, just
title drop.
Yeah. But yeah, so for me, it's never been a bad game. For me, it's been a hard game as well. Certain sections in the game that are just so fucking hard, but I love it.
Yeah.
Because it's not the straightforward shooter. So, I'm looking forward to it. And last but not least is Dying Light 2.
Dying Light 2.
What else can you say about it? It's a great game.
I still want my dynamic weather system though.
I would love that.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love that.
For those who don't know, I kept saying that if we were going to make a second one, like back in the many moons ago, that they should add a weather system so like when you're parkouring and stuff, if something's wet, slippery, you're not going to be able to climb it.
Oh, not so much you're not going to be able to climb it. It's going to be hard.
It's going to be harder to get around. You might slip and fall over this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
No, mould and that stuff stops you from being able to grab a bar or something. Or if you grab a bar, you've got to do like a quick reaction thing to gain your balance. You know, so stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just interactive environment and interactive weather system would have been amazing.
But where they're taking the series now is like still pretty interesting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It does. I like the way they've took this series. So
your choices matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You can't just stop water. You've got to.
Yeah. Choose your factions and all that kind of thing. It'll show in the world as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's mine basically done.
That's yours. Okay, well, before we finish off, I'll give you the other ones that I couldn't decide on. So it's like, this is my list extended.
Yes, the rundown.
The extra ones that, like, I had to, as I say, I was sat here for a while, like, which ones were, like, more than the others.
Yeah.
So these are the extra ones. In 20th place is that Trover Saves the Universe.
Yeah.
The Rick and Morty sequel VR thing. It's not Rick and Morty, but yeah, same guys who make it. 19, Death Stranding. We've still not seen much gameplay. We've still seen a bit? Question mark.
We've seen a bit? Question mark. I don't know whether it was gameplay or whether it was actual.
Yeah.
Still cinematic footage, but
it's one of those like I keep looking at it and thinking, I'm so confused but so intrigued.
See, it's piqued my interest, but not enough for me to want to run out and grab it.
Yeah.
So
I'm actually going to do a quick change here because I'm going to swap these two around. In 18th place is The Quiet Man / Control.
That looks amazing.
They both look pretty good, but it's like I don't know who makes them, and there's not much been shown. So it's like I'm intrigued, but there's other things I'm more intrigued by.
You started groping my pickle with it.
Yeah, you sort of teased me, but it's like you need to go all the way with this when they finally come out. So in the new 17th place is Cyberpunk 2077 / Babylon's Fall. These ones are here primarily because. Exactly, my English is the best going. Yes. Shut up. The people who make them have a reputation, and I'm like, I want to see where they're going with this. Like Cyberpunk 2077 is The Witcher guys.
Yeah,
I'm not playing those games. I'm planning to play those games, so I'm curious where they're going with a new sort of spin on things like Witcher but future. And then Babylon's Fall is Square Enix and Platinum Games who did Nier Automata. Game not played again, but again supposed to be really great.
Yeah.
So that's why these two are there. In 16th place, Ghost of Tsushima.
I can take it or leave it.
Yeah.
It looks good, but I can take it or leave it.
It's Sucker Punch, and again, another franchise, another company I love. 15th, Mario and Rabbids. Primarily because what they showed us was not here's another game. It's just here's
a DLC.
Here's a DLC we already knew about. Now it looks like a lengthy DLC, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Depending on the price. So, we'll see. 14th place, Neo 2. I didn't know Neo was going to get a sequel.
So basically, I've never played the game, so I can't really have an input on it.
Like I said, it's Dark Souls, but in Japanese lore.
Oh, okay.
So, I still not beaten the first boss on it. Still not beaten it. 13th place, Captain Spirit. It's free as well.
Why not?
It's more like it's sort of the Life is Strange formula. It's a different story though. It's a self-contained one episode sort of thing, and it's free.
Do you reckon they've made it free just for the simple fact that they're gonna get as many people to play it because it's free? They're gonna we need another episode of this. Yeah. That'll be X amount, please.
It's because it's something to buy people over until they work on the official season 2 of Life is Strange.
Yeah,
and it's free.
Why not?
It's free. It's the best. It's one of the best 4-letter words going. Begin with an F.
Well,
yeah, I said one of the best. 12th place, Beyond Good and Evil 2. I said I've only recently played the first Beyond Good and Evil, and I can see why people like it, and I like it too. And the sequel coming out.
Failed to play it, so I'll have to look into it.
Yeah, I'd say it's a good
but
one.
But it looks good.
Yeah. And then the last one, 11th place, before the main top 10, Just Cause 4. Because I could have taken or leave Just Cause 3. The load times killed it for me. It was stupid long. And the plot itself is it's sort of repetitive.
Yeah.
I'm just curious to see where they're going with the fourth one, because it seems like what they've shown us so far, the main enemy...
all kind of the same, no, and it's this place needs liberating.
Go on there.
I'll do it.
And the third game, they added a wingsuit, which is really cool.
Yeah.
So the fourth one, it's got the wingsuit again, the parachute, the hook shot, which has actually been upgraded a lot now. You can tether a lot more things together than you could before.
Yeah.
You can make strings of cars attached to one another, hanging off a bridge. They show us a trailer at Square Enix concert. I'll show you it.
Yeah.
So that's why it's in 11th place.
Fair enough.
So that is our big E3 rundown.
And it was a big episode this week.
Of course it's been a big weekend. Yeah. This is arguably the biggest weekend for gaming throughout the year.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a big episode.
Yeah.
And some opinions have been shared that not everyone likes very much.
No.
Bitch. I know. But thank you very much for listening, guys. Yeah, shame. All over the place. Thank you very much for listening, guys. It's been another week, another podcast. As I say, we now have loads of social media. Go follow us on that and all this goodness to keep up to date with us.
Yep.
This episode and the rest of them are going to go on a video format on YouTube sometime this weekend. And that's about it. The game?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course it's the game.
It's the
game. Bye-bye.
Peace.
I thought yours was on silent, Liam.
It is on silent. You've seen it was on silent. That was a vibration.
Oh, okay. I'll leave you that one.
Don't look at me like that.
Still.
Like I'm some sort of $2 whore. No, I guess if the shoe fits.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.